clock says. It says 5:29. 5:29. I don't want it.
Back to, background noise.
She said her ETA was 5:40.
Okay. All right. Let's all stand and pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, lovely outside. I love the heat. Anyways, all right. We will call the meeting to order at 5:31. Brian, can we get a roll call, please?
Mac Rankin,
Present.
Ben Metzger. Here. Eric Christensen.
Here.
Ryan Whirling, Sue Wilson.
Here.
Jeanette Campbell.
Here.
Brady Dar.
Here. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here. Approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, Ben made a
Second.
motion. Eric seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Do we have any board member reports, updates, or anything that we would like to share?
I did link our 2026 retirees in there, just as we wish them well. I wanted to make sure that we brought their names in front of all of you as well. I know we do have a special one happening here. This will be her last Indianola School Board meeting.
Which I'm sure you're really sad about.
They've been wonderful. Learned a lot over the years, so great school boards to work with.
Well, thank you. Will you come over here in the middle, please?
Yes.
Thank you. You guys want to go ahead and... Well, we know you are not one to want to throw a big party for, but we can't just let you walk away because you've done a lot for our school. You've held a lot of different positions. You've done a tremendous job for our families, for our community. And these two, I think, have known you the longest in lots of different capacities.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then,
It's been a long time. We did it through all that business software. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
and then, you guys want, the three, you want to take a picture, please? And Annette, tell us how many years the plaque says.
How many what?
How many years were you here?
18 here, 34 through my career.
Very good, very good.
Gotcha.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And I am not a horticulturist, but that can be used inside and outside. So now you have to keep it alive.
My daughter is a horticulturalist.
Oh, so good!
And I will have a lot of pressure on me to keep it alive.
Well, it is
It's
called
wonderful.
Forever Grateful.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
thank you for everything you do.
Very meaningful. Thank you so much.
Any other board member reports? I just wanted to quickly remind everybody, our free meals for our kiddos started today. Indianola Middle School, so the address is 403 South 15th Street. Their grab and go meals Monday and Thursday are your pickup days, and you can go from 11 to 12:30 and 3 to 4:30. So students do not have to be present for pickup either. So I know our nutrition staff works really, really hard, so it's open to anybody in our district. So.
It's actually open to anybody in Warren County.
And-
We are
yeah.
the only site that serves in Warren County, so any Warren County school district or student can come and get those.
So, share the post if you have your own social media, because it's a really good service.
I do have one more thing, and Annette, I'm gonna put you on the spot, just to highlight Lacey Chernus and our Career Quest newsletter. After, and maybe you can just share it, because you shared this information with me, after our last curriculum meeting, we had asked her to make a social media post about it, and she had shared with you that Norwalk had just reached out to her. Do you want to share a little bit about that conversation?
I don't know what the follow-up conversation was. It was just that the Norwalk Community School District had heard about our newsletters and trying to promote all the efforts for the district's career and academic planning. And so she was going to be meeting with one of the personnel from there to share that idea and how she came about with the communications plan, because that one newsletter is just a small part of the mapping of many different avenues of communication that she's trying to ramp up in the district, so.
So those efforts are being noticed, and we appreciate that, so.
That's kind of cool, because I think Ben and Mac, we've been working on that for a while, Career Quest, and finally getting a name to it and everything. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anyone else have any words? Okay, public comment? Do we have anybody signed up for public comment tonight? Nope. Okay. Consent agenda. I need a motion.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion made by Eric,
Second that.
seconded by Pat. Any discussion?
I just had a quick question on the leadership positions, teacher leadership positions. There were a few that were open. If we don't have them filled now, is that a one and done? Or can people step into those if they're interested later, in the academic year?
It typically comes back to the administrative team overseeing that, because a teacher does have to have 1 year of experience in our district and 3 years of teaching experience overall.
Does that help? Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Okay. I have board committee meeting notes. Okay, so board committee, the first one we have is teaching and learning curriculum committee report. Who's gonna give that today? Is that you?
Sure.
There she goes. All right. She's good.
Let's see. Yeah, I think, you can see the notes here. But one of the big ones was that we are going to have additional levels for the ISAS reports. And so we're still waiting on those, right?
Correct. They released the tentative individual student results, but for math and English language arts, there's no proficiency determination on those. They just have scale scores, because this summer, there's committees from the Iowa Department of Education that have representative teachers from around the state that will set new levels of proficiency for those two subjects.
And I only have a sample size of one, but from my perspective with my own kid, I thought our communication was great, because he came home and was like, we're supposed to talk about growth, only growth. So, so I thought that was good. In terms of the selections piece, that curriculum selections, it looks like we were trying to make sure we were folding in some of these credentials pieces into the curriculum that we're looking at. And I know one of the things that I wanted to thank everybody for was we were waiting on legislation. You'll see, I think this is an action item for us a little bit later tonight with the curriculum selections. But like history and social studies curriculum had some major changes, and so they were going through the selection process, but they were also having to wait to see where that was going to finally land. So I think that was a pretty big lift by a lot of people, and so I really appreciate the work that was done on that. In terms of screen time, I think a lot of us were just trying to get a baseline understanding of how much the students are needing a one-to-one device that's going home with them, or if we could maybe find some ways to save a little bit of money on devices so they could still have access to a device, every student in the building when they need it for during the school day, but maybe not necessarily taking them home. So I think we were trying to figure out what those numbers are. And then the career quest that we've been talking about, and they shared some different external professional development that was happening, which sounded like some really cool stuff.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the space for it or not, but talking about screen time. Right, do we still monitor the elementary on all the devices while they're at home at the summer? For hot words, I mean,
We do.
we do. So is that our administrative team then that follows up with that during the summer if we do?
Those
catch a
still
hot-
get sent off to our principals during the summer as well.
And that's part of their,
It's part of our Go Guardian product, and our principals
So-
still get those alerts. Parents also have the ability to use their Parent Go Guardian app to restrict or limit what their students can do as well.
So if a hot word is flagged, they will email the principals first. If they don't get a response within a certain amount of time.
even summers,
Even
because
summers.
they're,
Yep,
because
then
the
they go to
principals
the
are
next.
still on contract.
Now, they wouldn't get the counselors because our counselors
Right.
don't, but our principals would.
Okay, so somebody's on top of this if
Yep.
we've got some.
Yep. And then if it gets to a certain level, then we get phone calls. So
Okay.
not just emails, then they'll call and say, hey, this is, to try and get a hold of somebody.
So the protocol in the summer is typically the same, just minus the little counselors. But
Right, the
we're-
counselors would not be
we
the
can still get
next, or the first level of defense.
But we can still get a heads up if we've got kids.
Someone in crisis or something.
Okay,
For sure.
okay, yeah, okay.
That covers it unless there are other questions. And you'll see the whole list of the curriculum in a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
So, okay, so this is the curriculum, and this is one motion,
This is one motion, yep.
okay.
So that's where, like the business tech, this curriculum, they selected specifically because they can test for some of the credentials within the software that they have elected to do. The childcare, that new certification that they're looking to add, some of those experiences were built within this that they're looking at. I think I had a note about. Oh, the Character Strong, I had just asked if that was one that's being used in a lot of other districts, and it sounds like it's a pretty popular one for the counseling for K-8.
What is high school news staff? Is that like our journal?
That'll be taught by the journalism teacher, and it is a new elective
Oh, cool.
for students. And so that one will actually be their online newspaper site.
Okay.
So it will be web-based.
And that will be, so students can now take a class to help build out like a website that the community can use for like different things?
So the website will be provided through this licensure, but they will create their online newspaper. So
Okay.
it will give them their templates and like the article outlines
Yeah.
that they can use, and then it will be published. Yes, so people can then access that and read it.
Very cool.
They haven't had a newspaper for how many years? You would remember, maybe more so.
That's honestly part of why it went away, because the printing of the paper was extremely expensive. And so then it went to kind of a digital version. I think that in the time that we haven't had one, it's become much more economical to create a digital newspaper. I wasn't sure though, is it gonna be public facing or is it just a student interfacing newspaper?
I believe it's public facing, but I don't want to be quoted on it. But this S&O site is one of the main ones that are utilized by schools for this. And it has only a $300 maintenance fee each year for that.
So who's the staff person that's teaching that?
Emma
She
Kinney.
does like the yearbook and all kinds of things.
And she won a very large journalism award, I think 2 years ago. So the kids will be in very competent hands for this.
This would not be a course students would be taking without a prerequisite, like they will have some training before they're posting things.
And some AI training as well.
Yeah, we would hope, yeah.
That's awesome. Does it go down any further, Ray?
Social,
Okay.
middle school social studies is the last.
Make a motion to approve the 2026-2027 curriculum selections as presented.
Okay, Mac made the motion.
Second.
Second by Eric. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 6-0. HR. Mac, you want to take HR?
I'll take policy if somebody else wants to
Okay.
take HR.
Ben?
I can do HR. Let's see, you want to pull that up there, Ray, jog my memory? I know we talked about sub-matrix, but, yeah, there it is. Just talked about the proposed substitute pay rate, and that'll be coming to us for consideration. What else? That was about it, wasn't it? There wasn't much to it.
You want to pull up the
Yeah,
matrix?
can you pull that up just to show the,
What are the pay rate suggestions? Do you
yeah,
know? Are they
it'll
there?
show here on this
Okay.
matrix.
Okay.
Very much like to do
Can't.
that. For some reason, it doesn't seem to want to.
It was a quick meeting, it was about 20 minutes.
So.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, internet's down.
Okay.
Looks like the internet's down.
Hmm. Yeah, we're down.
Good thing you got your paper.
Maybe you have your phone hotspot or do you want mine?
With you.
I have a hotspot tonight too. Just figured it was.
Yes, it is.
Grab that hotspot.
Yes, yes.
Back up in a second. Start the day and the day. Start the day this way and the day this way, I guess.
All right, I mean, we were on record time to be done, Ray, but
Yeah, I know.
it's all right. I have a lot of grace for you. It's Monday.
While we're waiting for that to come back up, I happened to pull this up before things went down, but how do the sub rates compare to neighboring communities?
I'll defer to Shelley, but they're fairly similar. But there's obviously going to be some differences in there, in local context. So, we need to be competitive. You know, Shelley works with the HR group, Metro group on that. Shelley, the question was on sub rates and comparability to other communities. And I said fairly comparable. There obviously are contextual differences in there, but. There's two
I was about to say, so who's like, when you work with metro schools, who are some that you kind of communicate with on this stuff?
Metro HR meetings, usually Waukee, West Des Moines, Norwalk, ADM, Southeast Polk, Bondurant, Urbandale, DCG.
Are we still finding it easy to find seasonal mowing at that price?
Yes.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot of applicants.
Yes, a lot of applications.
We need to decrease that one.
Next, I don't think there's many openings. I don't think there's any openings right now in facilities or grounds or anything like that.
Custodial.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, down at, yeah.
So, sub teachers at 170 a day. Long-term sub is 10 consecutive days at $220. And then associates at $16.11. Secretary sub is at $23.85. Route bus drivers, $24.12. Activities sub drivers, $18.02. Custodian sub is at $21.30. Food service worker sub is at $17.25. And then we have accompanist, $16. Seasonal mowing, $16.25. Commuter student technicians at $10, and ticket takers at $12.
Network came back.
It's not, we're not gonna be able to get back on right now, we keep recording, we're still recording, and I can upload it later.
So just to
So I won't be able to show what we're doing here.
vote on this, the proposed sub changes would be in that, it'd be in the route driver at $24.12, up from $23.30. Activity sub driver, up from $17.75 to $18.02, and then the seasonal mowing is up from $16 to $16.25. Those would be the changes. Oh, we're up.
This one's mine.
So I'll make a motion to approve the proposed changes to substitute and temporary employee rates.
Ben made the motion. Second by Matt. Any further discussion?
Is this just the rates, or does that also include this, who needs a sub matrix thing? Are those separate things?
This is just the rates. The sub matrix is just informational in there.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Right.
Opposed? Motion carries 6-0. Finance.
We have, nope, you're good, you're good.
Finance? No?
We didn't have a meeting.
Because we're doing that well, huh? Okay, so
Monthly
we'll go
financial.
through some monthly financials.
As we approach the end of the year, we're still looking in a healthy position. All our numbers were within our budgeted figures, which at the end will show a positive balance if that all comes through with the general fund. If there's any questions, activity fund, that just kind of runs itself. There's no big changes there. A management fund will see an increase from last year. We had levied $3 million, and we're spending considerably less than that. So that is part of the reason that we levied less in the management fund. And our rates, renewals come back pretty good for the management fund. We're at a mod rate for our workers' comp of 0.57. I've been told by the insurance people that's probably the lowest rate they've ever seen. Thanks to Shelley, she manages that program well. Capital projects, that's what's paying for our high school project, and that's just kind of in and out type situation. We're kind of slowing down a little bit with our expenses from phase 1A, but they will get cranked back up when we start working on phase B, so those expenses will continue to grow, and we're sitting at about a little over 20 million in that fund to spend down before we have to borrow any more for phase 1B and 2. Sales tax fund, this also includes our last sales tax borrowing for the high school. That's why that's such a large amount of $28 million in there. The majority of that is from that bond sale, which is using to pay for the new high school. And in Keppel, that balance has dropped a little bit. We paid for 2 buses, the new fuel tank, as well as the softball and baseball fields have come out of there. So some pretty big expenses have come out of there. Nutrition continues to hang in there, even though we've offered free breakfast, so that is why we're continuing the free breakfast again next year. And then our self-insured health insurance fund continues to stay healthy, which is a good thing, and that's the reason we had a 0% increase for our health insurance for next year.
It's important to note on that Pebble, like you talked about, we had talked about it, some significant projects out of there, but before doing so, we made kind of an assessment of the district and tried to predict any future needs, and we're in really good shape to where, barring something unforeseen, it's going to be fine. So I think that's important.